an old man. You don't know the dangers of manipulation.
With age comes experience.
You like them because they have experience.
At 19, when you deal with somebody that's older than you should know that they're older than you and they have more experience than you.
Knows a little bit more than these other guys that I'm dealing with. They childish.
Exactly.
He's more mature.
Right, y'all are kind of making my
Exactly.
point. Like, you're attracted to him because he's older. You're attracted to him because you know he's going to move. All these things, you know it. So you can't go back and then say, no, I didn't know no better. They're saying that since Diddy was like way older, so say Diddy was 37 and she was 19 at the time.
Yeah, because I was about to say he was an old ass man compared
All
to
right,
her.
hold on, baby hairs, hold on. All right, so if he's 37 and then she's 19 at the time, people were saying, well, he knew he was way too old for her. But I was like, at 19, you don't know when somebody's too old for you? Is there any accountability on Cassie's part?
No. Because at 19, how do you feel? Oh, I'm grown now. I can do what I want.
Right, that's what.
Now I can do what I want.
Right.
Exactly.
And then when you 19, so you thinking, all right. When you turn 18, you thinking, all right, I'm grown now. Like, I'm 18, I'm legal, I can do what I want. I don't have to listen to nobody. But you're still young-minded, and you don't know that.
You got that raw, fresh sense of freedom.
Yeah, your brain didn't develop all the way yet. So you don't know what's out there. You don't know the dangers of manipulation and all of that stuff. You don't know none of that.
You got the same answer, Nina? You got the same answer?
What was the question?
The question was, what's up, new mom? What's up, new mom? All right, so the question was, if people are saying that Diddy knew he was too old for her, I mean too young for him,
that question.
Why wouldn't she know that he's too old for her?
Oh, that question. Experience, like, yeah, we can point it to age, but with age comes experience. It is because he's more experienced than her. She just got there. He's been there. So, whereas though, if she had time to gain experience, she would have been able to catch on to his manipulative ways. And she didn't have that time to be able to do so. So, whereas though, huh?
Go ahead, I'm not even gonna go ahead.
So whereas though, yeah, we can look at like it in more of a surface based point, like, oh, he knew he was too old for her, but she didn't know. So absolutely, yes. Yes, they knew because he has experience to know that. She don't have experience to know that because she's looking at things from a different, like, whereas though, as perspective wise, because he is older with experience, like he had that time to go through different people, to go through, and then because he's in the industry, his social network is more expansive. She just got there, brand new, everything. Like, she's only been there for months. So say if she did have the same amount of time, like say if she was in the industry since she was 6, versus, so you know what I mean? I'm just trying to like parallel their time in the industry to be able to grow the social expansion. Like, and even though I feel like that wouldn't even like kind of match up because of his stature, like of who he is, whatever. But at least you could kind of be like, did she know? But it's more of like the experience. You know what I mean? Either way you level it, he sees things a little bit more higher than she sees things. She's still at surface level. Whereas though he's in college, this motherfucker's in kindergarten. So no, she's not able to see it like, oh, he's too old for me. For her, she's seeing it as a surface view. Oh, I'm mature and he's mature. I can have a good conversation with him because he gets me. Everybody else treats me like a child. I'm not a child. I'm 19.
Do you agree, Tia? All right, so I would like to just ask, at 19, because I've been 19 before, and my girl was way older than me at the time. You should know that they have more experience than you. They're older than you. How the fuck you don't know that?
Of course, but you can't just be like, because even on the opposite end, if uh a male was with a older female, she could manipulate him, like, because he's
That's what
so
I'm
young.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I was younger, and there's no way you could have fucking manipulated me because I know that you're older. I know, like, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, how do we not know these things? Like,
Nah, it
I
can
know
still
that you're older than
happen.
me, and I know. No, I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm saying that at 19, when you deal with somebody that's older than you should know that they're older than you and they have more experience than you. Is what I'm asking.
But
Yeah, duh. That's why you with them.
but
No, that should not be why you're with them. That's the problem.
no, that's why
No,
she's
no, no, no,
attracted to
no.
him. She's saying that that's why she's attracted. Like I don't know.
Right,
Yeah,
I
you're
won't put words
attracted
in.
to, yes, you,
right.
when, as a woman being in the same predicament where somebody was older than me, I've always dated older guys.
Always.
I've dated maybe two guys that were either my age or probably a year younger. You like them because they have experience.
Right. So you
And
know
you feel like, because as women we grow up and we grew up thinking like, okay, men are slower than us, or where we mature faster, because that's something that people say, right? We hear that all the time.
one
Oh
of
yeah,
the
y'all
greatest
know.
lies ever told. Go ahead.
Yeah. um so we normally, when you are, just, this is my experience, when you are looking at older guy, you're not thinking like, oh, he's going to manipulate me or he's going to control me. No, you look at him like, oh, okay, like he got his stuff together a little bit more than the guy that may be my age. That is something that when you are dating other guys, that is something that you are looking forward to, is that they are a little bit more experienced. Now, I'm not talking about like, oh my gosh, he 45 no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that is always the thought when women are dating older guys. That is the surface, the foundation. Oh, he knows a little bit more than these other guys that I'm dealing with. They childish. He's
Exactly.
more mature.
Right. Y'all are kind of making my
Exactly.
point.
That's what I'm telling you. That's why I said, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. Like, yeah, that's why we do it.
Right.
Hmm. But
Right.
not necessarily. Well, I don't know.
No, because
Not.
he's trying to say she should have known what she was getting into.
No,
Even
I'm not saying that
she
she
was
should have
saying
known. I'm not saying that she should have known the extent of what she was getting into. I'm saying that you're attracted to what you're attracted to. You know what that is. Like, you're attracted to him because he's older. You're attracted to him because you know he's going to move. Sir, all these things, you know it. So you can't go back and then say, no, I didn't know no better. No, you chose him because of those things that you know.
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's twofold, because I think, and this is just my opinion about Cassie and the whole Diddy situation. I think that she was down for whatever until whatever became crazy.
Right. I agree.
I think that
yeah,
it was like but that's what people do who are
predators.
trying to
Yeah,
control, and they're a lot of words that we use consistently: controlling, narcissist, all these different things, the predator, whatever. He's going to gradually see what you down for. He's going
Right.
to see, okay, how far can she go? How far will she go? Or we might start with a little bit of like some swingers shit, and then we going into dominatrix or whatever. Like, but that's what they do. She was
Right.
down for whatever in the beginning, when it was seen like it was, oh, it's a little fun. We about to take a little X, whatever, whatever. Because also that is looked at as like acceptable.
Right.
All right, everybody know after a certain time, Diddy parties, you might want to leave if you ain't down for whatever after this certain time. But I think that she was down for whatever until it got crazy, and then it was like, but now you then opened yourself up to something that you couldn't pull yourself back from.
Right.
So that's why I feel like it's twofold. Yeah, she definitely was for it, but we can't say that, oh, just because she was for it in the beginning don't mean that she had to deal with whatever later.
No,
You know
I'm
what I'm
not saying
saying?
that. No, I'm not saying that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the gist of it is, um, people, I've been going back and forth or having debates with people because I'm the first thing I said is the excuse. There's no excuse for the abuse. So that's the first thing I said. But what I did say is Cassie herself said I didn't like this nigga when I first met him. I wanted the lifestyle, so I chose to partake.
Mm-hmm.
And I said she should own that accountability. And they said,
Did
no, she
she
got
not?
abused. Hold on.
But what
Hold
did
on.
she
Hold
not own it
on.
by saying that?
Hold on, T. I'm not saying her. I'm talking about the
Oh,
people.
oh, okay.
I'm talking about the people. So I was saying, let's just own that so we don't get to the abuse. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But people would keep bypassing all of these things and saying, yo, she didn't deserve to be abused. I never said she did.
Mm-hmm.
I said, let's prevent the bullshit. Let's stop choosing people only because of the lifestyle that they could provide for us in X, Y, and Z. That's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even like the nigga. What the
Mm-hmm.
fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, cause
Mm-hmm.
I ain't being with no nigga that I don't like. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
you gotta like them a
I
little
don't care.
bit.
I don't care how your lifestyle is.
Hey
I'm not
y'all,
being
I'm
with.
so happy to see all of us girls here. Period. I missed us
Yeah.
all.
What's up, CC? You good?
Hey, no, but I'll be all right.
She over here talking some bullshit.
What am I talking? I cannot. I cannot. All right, CC, as you just now joined us, do you think that there's any accountability on Cassie's part?
Yeah,
Would you like to expound?
I think that there is a lot of accountability on her part because she has admitted to what she liked, partaking in the activities that she has partaken in. Um, Shit, at one point she said she still loved Diddy,
That's a fact.
and that's a part of something. So yeah, I think she's taking a lot of accountability.
Okay. I'll ask you as well. Do you think that him being older than her and him knowing what he was getting into dealing with a younger girl, her dealing with the older guy, there's no way she should have been like, I shouldn't be messing with this older guy?
Can you ask that question again? Because I feel like it's a
I
two-part question.
cannot. I cannot. Listen,
That that
they
felt like two parts.
listen. They're saying that he was 37, she was
Mhm.
19. So they said that he should have known better to not be dealing with this young girl. And I was questioning why doesn't the young girl know better that I shouldn't be dealing with this old ass man?
Well, I mean, a lot of younger girls or younger women like to deal with older
That don't
men.
make it right.
So, I mean, well, shit, it don't make it right ever, but it
Right.
happened.
Right. But why?
So, but why?
Right.
I mean, first of all, it's Diddy. Okay, we ain't
I
gonna act like that
cannot.
ain't nothing.
Now,
Talk
first
about
of all,
Diddy.
it's Diddy.
I'm
Now,
just
first of all,
saying.
it's Diddy.
I'm just saying. But uh, yeah, I just
Are
lost it because I mean, shit, it's Diddy. And then okay, so here we go. Um, Sometimes women have daddy issues and they want guidance. He did provide a lifestyle that she may have not seen. She may have seen a glimpse of it because from what the reports say, her family came from money or she came from money and they had it, but a part of the lifestyle she hadn't experienced. So with there being new opportunities for different things, then yeah, why not take on that?
okay. I'll give you like a situation.
Okay.
So there was a Penn State situation where the football players were getting touched. Right?
Hmm.
Are they not old enough to know that they're getting touched? This
Yes.
this is college.
Yes.
So this is kind of what I'm saying. Like, I don't
What?
want to hear the I was 19 shit because at
Well, she was
19,
22 when they started dealing with each other.
Right, but the
So
initial question was, should you not know at that age? Like you're not 5, is what I'm saying.
should you not know what?
That something's happening that shouldn't be happening.
Well, yeah, I mean, but according to how their 10-year span has went,
Right.
there's a lot of control in there. There's a lot of manipulation. There's a lot of secrets. There's a lot of aspects to her being in that situation. So we can't shy away from, we can't just say, oh, you were, 1922, you knew what you was doing, because in all actuality, she didn't. She was introduced to a lot of this stuff. So because now she's being introduced to it, she does have the choice to say yay or nay. She chose to say yes. So, along with that yes came these repercussions. But I mean, ultimately, yes, it is a choice.
Right.
And
So
yes, you do know right from wrong. So
that's all I'm asking.
Can we, but for a second, can we talk about like the psychology and the mental health behind it, right? So I haven't been following it too much because it's just bullshit to me,
I
honestly.
can't.
Following it. And then also, like, it is triggering too. Like, I agree with B, it is triggering too. So I can't touch too much of it following it. I just hear what people say. I watch certain clips or whatever, right? But just talking about like the psychology and the mental health behind it, because we're only hearing the aftermath, right?
Right.
And we're only seeing like the documents, we only seeing witnesses. So, but nobody was actually there
Right.
except for them. We only getting like what they call it, clips,
Right.
like, you know what I mean? So, but when certain people like C just said something like really important. C, what the fuck did you just say? You said something really important. Control and all that, and the manipulation, but the control part, and even when we were talking about before with Diddy being older, he's able to be a little bit more manipulative. And I'm sure Cassie ain't the first, or whatever. I'm sure she ain't gonna be the last neither. But with the experience that comes with it, so he was able to groom her quickly, right? And even though all the and just because she's admitting to a lot of the stuff doesn't mean that there weren't other factors behind it, even when it comes down to like mental health, because we have the thing called Stockholm syndrome, right? So, and then a lot of victims who are very Stockholm, and
Right.
especially a lot of DV victims, right? You like we were saying earlier today, you can easily be like, why didn't you just walk away? You knew it was wrong. Yeah, you can admit, like, if you ask the question like, hey, did you know that that was wrong? Yes. Do you love him? Yes.
Right.
Like these are like yes and no questions that are, to them, is very true, but honestly, like the psychological and mental health part behind it is just illusions. And these were illusions that were created by the perpetrator to
Right.
make them, to help them believe that this stuff was okay. Like, we don't really truly know what was
Right.
happening, but we do. Did she like the lifestyle? Yes. Do we know she came from money? Yes. But and even before she got to him, we don't know what the fuck she was going through. We don't know what her childhood looked like. We don't know her dynamics of her parents. We don't know her best friends. We don't know the boyfriends before that. We don't know what she, like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody is perfect at
Right.
the end of the day. And then like, speaking personally for myself, I didn't understand like my own personal trauma, let alone the foundation of my trauma, until my mid-20s. So going into that, and then imagining, like, being like in her shoes, yeah, give me some emails. Like, you know what I mean? Shit,
I can't.
that's secretary. Like, fuck me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I sitting out? I'm having a ball. This is Diddy. You introduced me to, I am that girl. I got a new video. You want to dress me up like a Barbie doll? Like, he's feeding her, like we say, the devil's temptations. Like, you're feeding my ego, you're feeding my illusions, and now I'm distorted. So even though I know I'm doing some things wrong, yes, I'm loving it. He's creating distortions. He's fucking her mind up. So
Right.
yes, you're asking the right questions, but at the same time, you're asking the wrong ones. So we can say yes. Oh, did she? Where's your accountability? It can be all there, but at the same time, she is a victim.
No, I never said she wasn't a victim. What
I know that it's just the accountability part. Like she's admitting to it. Yeah,
right, but this is where I'm trying to get to. Yeah, she took some accountability. I'm
right.
trying to get
But
to.
it's like,
I'm
so
trying to get to
I'm trying to
prevention.
prevent. I don't want nobody to sit here and make the victim a victim.
Right.
Keep her there.
Right.
Keep her there.
She's definitely a victim. I'm trying to get to prevention. So what is y'all's advice or what is y'all outtake on prevention
Community, education,
from stopping the young girls from falling for the glitz and the glamour?
community,
Sean,
and education.
yeah.
Like it wasn't. There wasn't. For instance, I did see that she reached out to some people in the mist. Like for instance, she reached out to Nikki. I don't. Nikki older than her, ain't she?
I believe so.
And Nikki was in the game before her. Nikki told her to buckle up, Buttercup. Well, that could have been prevention. Or it could have, maybe some things already started, but it could have been prevention from a long term something. It could have stopped something in the midst of something else worse happening. You know what I mean? Like even she has managers. They know the game. Hey, you might not want to stay after 11, baby girl. You cute. Just go. Somebody saw her holding hands with Diddy.
Right.
Prevention. Like, you can't just assume that somebody knows better. At least, hey, look, this was about to happen. This is what you were walking into. You about to be fucked up. You sure? Because I know somebody who do. Like, is there a
And that's
witness
the
that said that
problem.
they did that?
That's the problem. Don't nobody want to
Nobody
speak.
speak up.
Yeah, nobody likes to speak up. Like no, when
They
it
rather
comes to
mind their
that, don't
business.
nobody like to
But
speak
yeah,
up.
that is the problem, and that's why I'm trying to get people to speak up before we get to these places. So I remember as a kid hearing, everything that glitters ain't gold. So that's something I think that you should learn in childhood. So by the time that you're 19, you should know that already.
Yeah.
But you're going to be attracted to it just because you're human and you're attracted to certain, lifestyle things. But what I'm saying is by 19, you got to know. I want that lifestyle, but there's going to be some shit that comes with it. Even if we take it out of Diddy and Cassie, even when girls start messing with the drug dealers, yeah, he going to take care of you, but you got to stay in the house. Yeah, X, Y, and Z, and all these things play back and forth. So it's not like I don't want people to fall or forget about the fucking oblivious shit of it. It's not oblivious.
That's
Well,
why. That's
child,
why
this gonna go back to y'all need to parent y'all damn kids right.
Right.
I was about to say the same.
So because at the
I
end of
was
the
about to
day,
say the
yes,
same thing. Yes.
yeah, it is about community, but at the same time, if you have experience with like I've always been a mentor to a lot of girls, even young boys, like, but sometimes you realize like, yo, this falling on deaf ears. It's only so much I can say. It's only so
Mhm.
much I can do. I'm giving you really the game. I'm telling you what it is. I'm showing you. People are still going to also do what they want to do.
Right.
So, but so maybe by the time I even have reached them, or by the time the community have reached them, it should have already started inside the household.
Right.
So what are we supposed like the parenting classes that y'all worrying about with as far as like preparing when the baby is about to come? Y'all need parenting classes even after that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's really where it starts. Like abuse and or the idea that somebody loves you if they abuse you, that has to start at home.
Right.
It starts somewhere. It could be the lack of parents
Mm.
or abandonment. It's so many different things and so many different dynamics because you can have three kids and then you've been dealing with abuse, but then only one child accepts abuse, and then the other two don't take it at all. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just so many different dynamics that have to be taken into consideration. So I don't know what can be. I don't know, child.
I
I
Yeah.
can't.
And even if you do say it got to start at home, but what about the homes that got the negative problems in it?
Right.
What
Mhm.
about the homes that got the negative problems in it? Like, for instance, I'm gonna say me. my home with the negative problems that was in it, with the abuse that was in it, with the abuse that they seen, like the manipulation that they seen, like. And as a young girl, and I'm speaking for myself, I don't know, like, all the other girls, and I'm also gonna speak for my daughters. Like, we want our moms there. Like, yeah, we can hear what an outsider got to say, but in all reality, we want that shit from our own moms. Like, my mom, she couldn't tell me nothing. Like, she can't even, till this day, can't give me. I love her to death, though. That's my mom, but she can't. She still can't, like, do like what a mom should be expected to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to advice and all of that. Like, and me as a person, I wanted that. Like, I wanted that. I didn't have that. Then you got the absentee fathers.
Right.
Us females need our fathers. Even our sons. Like, they need their dad. Like, at the end of the day. Then we got, like, it. All of that factors in. Like, I feel like kids be wanting their actual parents to be that way, but a lot of homes ain't like that. A lot of moms and dads ain't in their kids' life like they should be. Like, a lot of kids is seeing shit that they ain't even supposed to be seeing. Like, so
Exactly. So by the time they get to the community, what the community is supposed to do?
yeah,
That's the
it
whole
ain't
point.
much
So the
that a
prevention
person
got to
could.
be beforehand. So we supposed
Yeah,
to go in every household to be like, no, parent this way. What the hell are we supposed to do? Because some of these parents
yeah,
don't even need to have kids. Then what we going to do?
What would y'all
yeah.
say?
Cause the
What would
shit
y'all
that
say to
happened to me, I was 16
right?
messing with somebody that was in they damn near 20s. Like, so, and I've been on my own since I was what, fucking, you might as well say 13 years old. Like, so, I ain't had that. My dad was in jail when I turned 13. And that's the crucial time at a young girl's age. So I ain't had nobody. Like, and my mom, she was just chasing after whatever. So it's like,
What would
I
y'all
had
say?
to learn how to do shit by myself.
That's what I'm asking. What would y'all say to self-educating?
I don't.
Mm,
I mean, the only thing for me, the only thing I could do is just give advice. But like I said, young girls be wanting to hear that shit from their actual parents. Like, yeah, we could say what we gonna say to them, and to the young men. Like, we could say what we gonna say to them, but for real, in reality, they want that shit from their actual parents. Like,
Right.
I feel like self learning. I feel like it's it's kind of hard sometimes to self learn when, especially if certain things are already in you. You know what I mean? If you don't already, if you don't know within yourself this is not right, or this is an area that you need help in, it's hard to see that.
Right.
It's hard to even try to get a specific direction of help because you don't know, oh, that this is a problem. It's like for self learning, that's going through trial and error, which is unfortunate.
Right.
But that's what has to happen for you to for people to be able to say, oh, okay, this is happening. I don't like this. I need help, or I need to learn how to self love, or how to encourage myself, or how to read. Hell, because the resources are out there, but when you don't know what's going on within you, it's hard for that to happen. So you do have to go through the trial and error.
Right. No, I'm not mad at that. So
I
I'm
got I got one more thing to say. Um, damn, you made me forget. See,
I can't.
I well for like the self taught or whatever, because I'm self taught,
Right.
and one thing that I can resonate on that I'm that has helped me along the way is understanding, like, I'm not, because I always felt like a black sheep. I always felt like the black sheep everywhere I went until, you know, recently, right? So it's like you're not the black sheep of your family. you just belong to a different community.
Right.
Because you've outgrown where you are. Like regardless of age, it has nothing to do with age. It's just mindset and energy. So just continue talking and growing and expressing yourself and whatever that looks like, because there's nothing too small or too meek. It's just unique to
Right.
yourself, but there is somebody that matches. There is people that matches your frequency. You won't find it if you're quiet.
I remember now.
especially now,
Yeah.
because we all out here. The resources is all out here.
Hmm.
Go ahead, baby.
Moving
But
forward at this time, yes, everything you need to
another
self
thing,
learn is out here.
Down here.
another thing we need to stop doing, like like y'all said, like when she hit Nikki up and Nikki just was like, you gotta buckle down and all that. When a person is coming to you, when a person is coming to you for help, don't just like a lot of people do that, like from celebrities to just people walking down the block. Like, don't shoo that person off. Like, don't just like really listen, like, and try
Hmm.
to help, like, and but people don't be wanting to do that, like.
All right. Before we move on to this lion asshole, before we before we move on to her, before we move on to her, I want to ask y'all.
Dang.
Tapped into his inner skinny.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
He
Before
just
we move
channel his inner skinny.
Right.
shout out
Right.
to y'all. Kidding. I just want to ask y'all: do y'all think he's guilty of the charges that he's facing?
Who?
Did
Big
he?
Cassie.
Please.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Put him under the earth.
yes.
Hell yeah. In the first day of trial, we knew it.
So y'all think he's racketeering?
Well, he's everything. I don't even know what the hell the racketeering is.
Yeah, because
He's
I
I,
think it's
he's
you
definitely
a
a
know,
Rico.
racketeering. He's a
I,
percotarian. He's percolating. The
I,
nigga
what?
twerking.
I cannot. I'm damn it right now.
percolating.
He's
Where did we just go?
everything.
Where did we just go?
Let's go to
See,
the
what is
lioness hole.
racketeering? What is racketeering?
Racketeering is like some crime ball shit.
Some who?
Crime balls. You ever seen John Gotti, Goodfellas, shit of that nature?
They trying to say that the whole case for it to be a RICO case is like the company
Right.
is trafficking and they doing all like as a whole to
Right.
for it to be proven as a RICO case.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
so,
Um,
I
Not
got
All
people
that.
who
yeah,
are with
sure.
it.
Yeah,
All that.
because it's not
I
just
think
him, it's
so.
a lot of people that play a part
What
in
the
that.
fuck is happening right now?
All of it.
I think so because first of all, that man, even before all this started coming out, I always knew Diddy was grimy from when the making of the band stuff. I'm like, yo,
before
something is.
then.
He
I
put
was
it with
even before.
Mace.
No, with Mason them, but when they had the show, when they had make, and I watched all making the bands from the band to
Tia, you're proving
oh,
another one of my points. You saw it before. You knew he was. You knew what he was. But go ahead, continue. Continue.
so what I'm
Cassie
saying
wasn't even
is
old
I didn't
enough,
know, but I
T.
didn't know I
Yes, he
didn't have no thought.
was. We all
I
saw
didn't
him making the bed. Go ahead, Tia.
no,
Go ahead.
I'm saying
Cassie
I
ain't
didn't
seen
have no
making the
thought
band.
about the reason why I feel like it's definitely some Rico shit or whatever is because I know this man is doing some wild stuff. I'm not the sex and all that stuff. I wish I didn't know all of that.
I get it.
But the way he blackballs people is mind boggling to me. Like these people can't do shit.
That's business.
So no, I ain't
No,
never
that
seen
ain't
nobody.
business.
I ain't never
That
seen
is
nobody
business.
be able to
Yeah,
do that much.
no.
It's
Yup.
something else. I don't
I
know
was
what
in the
it
music
is.
business. I was in the music business before.
That's not business, T.
It happens every fucking
No,
day.
it does.
No.
It's the
It,
music
It
business.
happens, but not the way Diddy had played everybody, the way he's played
Yeah.
everybody.
You're not making me walk
No.
to the Bronx to get
It is
no Cambodian breast
a
milk.
small piece. It
Nigga,
is a
no.
small piece. It is a small piece. It is a small
No.
piece. It's
yeah.
niggas that been doing this shit way longer than Diddy is what I'm saying.
I'm sure, but either way,
Yeah,
I feel like
for sure.
he should be. It should be proven to be Rico. I feel like for sure.
Now, y'all, I cannot. I'm gonna
Yeah,
let
you can't fight SKU on this one, T. Sorry.
now he's John Gotti out this one.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna let
Yeah, we got this. Go
Mm-mm.
ahead, move on to the next one.